Macmillan Audio presents Lust and Wonder by Augusten Burroughs. Read for you by me, Augusten. Part 1. Just when I broke my sobriety and started drinking again in moderate and controlled measure, exactly like a normal person, I met this guy who wasn't just a guy, but a writer, and not just a writer, but the author of one of my favorite books. In AA, you are brainwashed into believing that all the good stuff happens only after you stop drinking. Clearly, they are lying. My life improved significantly as soon as I ordered a cocktail. Our meeting was very romantic, at least by the gay standards of the mid-1990s, which is to say, not at a gym or in the midst of a spiraling blackout, but through fan mail. I sent him a note. Dear Mitch, let me just say right off the bat that I am not Kathy Bates in Misery. I do not have a double-headed axe or a criminal record. In fact, I was at my friend's apartment and saw a copy of your most recent book on his shelf. I pointed to it and said, "Isn't that the sickest, most wonderful novel ever?" He explained that he hadn't actually read it, that you and he had gone out on a date 6 months ago, and for whatever reason, it just didn't work out, which is how I got your email address. I probably sound crazy, like a stalker, like a fan, but I'm really very normal, stable, healthy, and maybe even a little bit boring. If you're interested, write me back. I'm attaching a photo I took of myself just 5 minutes ago. And yeah, I do own shirts. He replied almost instantly, like he'd been expecting to hear from me. I'd love to meet you, he wrote. You look great. The swiftness and brevity of his reply caused me to instantly resent him. I felt deprived of suspense and the luxurious anxiety of wondering if I'd made a fool of myself by attaching a shirtless photo with my stalker note. Now, he was the dish of wrapped peppermints next to the cash register that I didn't want because they were free. Because his reply to my note expressed only his desire to meet me along with a compliment, I almost felt like I could have achieved the same result by sending no words at all, just a shirtless photo of me standing on my shabby terrace. It was even possible he had looked at my picture and then merely skimmed my carefully crafted email. And while it was true that I was working out for 2 hours every day so that I could have the kind of body that inspires in others a sickening feeling of jealousy and inferiority, it was also true that I, myself, looked down on people with such bodies and felt myself vastly superior to them. I would simply never date somebody with a body like mine. They would be too vapid. I made believe I didn't feel this way by once again studying the author photo on the back cover of his book. But he's so handsome, and he's published. These two qualities, when combined, seemed to detonate any developing sense of doubt. Besides, just the fact that he had an author photo was enough. I understood that I was clearly insane, but he apparently hadn't picked up on how many times in one short letter I asserted that I was not. This acceptance of my questionable mental health made me feel confident that we would be compatible, possibly for life. I wrote him back right away and suggested we meet that very evening. The restaurant where we met was located between our 2 apartments in the East Village and featured a great deal of pale blue neon in the window, which stained us as we sat in our booth. We each ordered a
Sample complete. Ready to continue?